I would not be here. No transplant person would be here. There is no organ donation unless there's blood to make that work.
Jack Chappell knows he's alive today thanks to the selfless generosity of strangers.
But it's not all about me. It's about the person who gave me the organ and the blood donors.
It was in March of 2021 that Jack was told he was out of options. He needed a heart transplant or he would die.
I always thought someone else deserved the heart before me.
Jack was first diagnosed with congestive heart failure in 2013, but from there, his condition worsened, eventually leading to him being implanted with an LVAD, a heart pump, leaving him attached to batteries 24/7. But that pump was now failing him. After contracting COVID-19 in late 2020, Jack was experiencing internal bleeding.
I started getting the blood transfusions, which, I'd start out and get one every couple weeks or something. Then all of a sudden, it started getting more frequent. It got to the point where it was more than once a week. And that's when they started saying, hey, we got to do something.
The only cure, a new heart. And so he waited 3.5 months in the hospital.
Fortunately, I was able to feel good in the hospital while waiting for it. I was able to get blood transfusions to keep me going until they could find a heart. And I was able to work from a hospital. If I wasn't able to work, I would have probably drove myself crazy.
And in July, he and his family finally got the news they'd been praying for. They'd found a heart.
It'll be good.
Spread the heart's good.
It's very good.
And just 2 weeks after his successful transplant, he was finally able to go home and heal.
Hi, Dad. Oh, Phil.
You ready to go home?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a long journey to get to where he is now, full of many firsts, like standing in his pool, his favorite spot, for the first time in years. Something he wasn't able to do when he had his LVAD. He's also been checking off some bucket list items.
I got some trips planned, went on some trips previous already. So it's just things that, I can't stand to sit still. If you have something you want to go do it. I don't care if it's going to a ball game, going to concerts, going to do stuff. I want to spend some more time with my friends while I have the opportunity to. Spend more time with my family.
In a monumental moment.
The main thing is I got to walk my daughter down the aisle. If it wasn't for heart transplant and organ donors and blood donors and all the doctors and nurses and everybody else, I would never get to accomplish that.
It took 88 blood donations from donors and 1 organ donor to give Jack the rest of his life back, something he says he doesn't take for granted.
But the main thing is, if it wasn't for the blood, wasn't for the people who donate, there would be no Jack Chappell right now. I don't think you could give anybody anything more than that in your whole entire lifetime. For me to receive that gift, it's really, there's no way in my lifetime I could ever repay that debt.
This life brought to you by blood donors.